Hey guys, it's Chan or Shanette or whatever you know me as, and welcome back to my channel. So today, as you can see by the title, or is it down here now? I'm doing a different video today. I recently finished season 4 of Black Mirror, which just so happens to be one of my favorite TV shows of all time. And while I was watching it, I was like, wow, how great would it be if I made a timeline of all the episodes, right? Because I have nothing better to do with my free time. So if you would like to see my fan theory timeline, then keep on watching. I've got my notes, I did my research. I think that episode 1, National Anthem, is the first episode on the timeline, just because it's very similar to the technology we have now, and a lot of episodes reference back to it, so that's my thought process for that. I just feel like it's the most basic technology of any episode, so that's why I feel like it's the very first episode, because none of the other episodes really fit into that criteria. Next episode that I think follows the timeline is the Waldo moment. At the end of the National Anthem episode, there's this flash forward, and the headline reads the same thing that it does in the Waldo moment. The flash forward is a year jump that would put the Waldo moment right after the National Anthem. So the third episode that follows, I think, is Shut Up and Dance. One of the main indicators for my theory is that Kenny has a Waldo sticker on his laptop, and I know that's not great reasoning. Following that, I think 15 Million Merits goes right after Shut Up and Dance. In Shut Up and Dance, there's a headline on the computer that says 15 Million Merits auditions start next week, so that would put 15 Million Merits right after Shut Up and Dance. But right after that, I think the White Bear is next, because again, most of these come from Shut Up and Dance, but in Shut Up and Dance, in the same web page that shows the 15 Million Merits headline, there's a headline that shows that Victoria's trial, the lady from White Bear, is still underway. It's gonna happen. Another indicator is that the White Bear symbols show up on the playtest video game consoles, and that's another indicator that it's before playtest but after Shut Up and Dance, if that makes sense. So I think playtest is next because it's pretty basic VR and it's a trial and technology doesn't seem that advanced. It just doesn't seem as advanced as, let's say, an episode like USS Callister. So that's my reasoning. Again, this is I want to emphasize this is a fan theory. Fan theory. It's fun. It's not meant to be taken seriously. I just like to make sense of the episodes in an order because that's how my brain works and that's how I want to see it. But obviously it hasn't been confirmed that these episodes are in this order or that they're even connected in any way, honestly. That they even exist in the same universe or a parallel universe. I just wanted to get that out, just in case. So the next episode that I think follows the timeline is Nosedive, and this is because in a headline, again, these are very based off headlines. In a headline in the episode Hated in the Nation, it refers to Lacey, which is the main character of Nosedive. Her agent is getting interviewed, and so that would indicate that Nosedive would take place before Hated in the Nation, if that makes sense. The next episode that I think would follow would be Hated in the Nation. In Hated in the Nation, there's a lot of playtest Easter eggs. There's this headline in the episode that it looks like it could read, hold on, I wrote it down, but it looks like it says this, it's really blurry. I'll put screenshots for everything I refer to, like all the headlines I refer to. But it says the video game company in playtest is being investigated over a tourist disappearance. So maybe they got caught. Who knows? Looks like that's what the headline says, and it would make sense, but it's very, very blurry. So I think the next episode that would follow is Men Against Fire. Another headline, in Hated in the Nation, it's like an announcement, says that the US military has announced the mass program that's used in Men Against Fire. So it had just been announced during Hated in the Nation, so that could mean that Men Against Fire goes after that or sometime after that. These next 3 episodes are very weird to me. I still don't quite think that this is the correct order, but it's the order I'm going with right now. It could change in the future. So I think that the episode that follows next is The Entire History of You. And I think this because it's very basic. Yeah, I think it's the most basic form of the little grain implants. You can take it out, but then at the same time, I feel like White Christmas could go before that. And hear me out, okay? In White Christmas, the grains can't be removed. So at the same time, I'm like, okay, maybe they remade the technology and now you can remove them. But at the same time, maybe now you can't remove them because they're a normal thing in their society. So I don't know. And then I think that Archangel follows both of those because there's an advanced blocking technology. So in White Christmas, you can choose who to block. So then in Archangel, I feel like that blocking technology is much more advanced in the fact that it automatically blocks things due to your chemical response to that. Another small reason why I think Archangel happens further into the future is because when Sarah sat down in the clinical office where they make her watch like Shimmer and Shine, they also make her watch a video that's played in Men Against Fire. So if you pick that up. Next episode that I put in the timeline is Hang the DJ, and that's because there's not many Easter eggs and I didn't know where to place it, and I have no actual basis on placing it there, so I'm sorry. After that, I decided to put USS Callister because I don't know if you guys saw it or not, but when Daly's at the receptionist stand trying to get in, but his password didn't work, he didn't get his password and whatever, the app that's used in Hang the DJ is on the receptionist's phone, and it's the dating app. So that must mean that USS Callister is right after Hang the DJ or sometime after Hang the DJ, and that would make sense. The next episode I put is because of USS Callister. So in USS Callister, there's a pizza delivery guy, and in Crocodile, there's a pizza delivery service without the person, and if you look back, they both have the same symbol, so that must mean that it's more advanced, and now there's no people delivering pizzas. And I know that's kind of minor, but if you didn't pick that up, I saw some other theories that put Crocodile before USS Callister, but that pizza detail, I don't know, it tells me that Crocodile is after USS Callister. To me, anyway. After Crocodile, I put San Junipero. In Black Museum, Nish, the main character, she questions the man and she's like, oh, like uploading people to the cloud. From that statement, you would assume that uploading people to the cloud is still happening at that time. So that would put San Junipero right before Black Museum or during the same time. I would put Black Museum after San Junipero, And I think that this episode just wraps a lot of episodes together, because in the museum you see the bathtub from Crocodile, you see the tablet from Archangel, you see the costumes that the men wore in White Bear, you see the picture of Victoria from White Bear. You hear a mention of St. Juniper's Hospital, which is the San Junipero Hospital. And yeah, it just wraps a lot of episodes together. Finally, last on my timeline is Metalhead. In my opinion, I think it's a very post-apocalyptic episode. So that's kind of my theory, but a more fan-based with proof theory would be that, so there's a headline in Black Museum that reads that the military dog has been revealed. So that would mean that Metalhead would happen a little bit after that. That's basically my entire timeline. The only one I couldn't fit anywhere, and honestly, if you have any theories, you can put them in the comments below or link me to something. And I just didn't know where to place Be Right Back. Possible linkage is just, okay, there's not many Easter eggs that connect to Be Right Back. I feel like Be Right Back is extremely an outlier. In my opinion, I just can't connect it to any other episode, and I haven't seen many people connect it to other episodes, but there is a gas station shown in Black Museum, and the sign reads BRB something, whatever, like BRB, and that could be like Be Right Back. That could be a link to Be Right Back, but that's pretty much the only theory I have on that. Other than that, it's very a Hang the DJ episode where at least Hang the DJ connects to USS Callister, but other than that, there's not many Easter eggs that link back to it. And I haven't seen any Easter eggs that link back to Be Right Back. So if you've seen any of those, or if you've read any articles or fan theories on Tumblr or watched videos like I do, but yeah, I just haven't seen any Be Right Back Easter eggs. And yeah, that was my fan theory timeline. I'm sorry if it was a little all over the place, but my notes were all over the place and I did a lot of research for this video. If you have your own timeline, please leave it below. If you disagree with me, please leave it in the comments. I really love discussing Black Mirror and possible theories of how the episodes are linked together, just because we don't exactly know if they are linked together and if these Easter eggs even mean anything. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye!